Ideally, my warm-ups would be directly related to the content I'm covering that day, but they're everywhere. In books, in a group chat for a choir I sing with, on conference handouts, or just rolling around in my head. When I begin rehearsal, I seem to revolve around the same ones, and I feel bad for just going through the motions, so I stop. Pedagogically, I know that so many rehearsal issues could have been easily addressed in a warm-up. I know that's somewhere. Using the app Notion, I'm now able to collect all of my warm-ups in one place and tag them for their various uses so that I can easily create unique warm-ups every day that are perfect for where we are in our musical journey. I'm Erin, and I've got all the details so your mind can store less things and be more available for creativity. For this project, you'll need to have the app Notion and be ready to create a database. Let's choose inline for this project. Set up the columns. The first column is the name of the warm-up. Let's set up the next column as multi-select. We're going to create different tags to describe the purpose of each warm-up. What's great about multi-select is that warm-ups are useful for more than one purpose. Let's make one more column. This one's just a simple checkbox. Now we're ready to add our warm-ups. Start giving each warm-up a name. You can use solfege, numbers, or maybe even a reference to the person that you learned it from. Here, I'm using the IPA Phonetic Keyboard, which, along with Notion, are available in the Apple App Store. I am not sponsored by anyone to recommend either of these apps. Next, in the multi-select column, let's select all of the tags that are applicable to this warm-up. You can choose as many as you need, and you can always add more. Now, let's add a visual. We can either add a picture of the warm-up or copy and paste it from a digital page. Here, I hand wrote out my warm-ups using GoodNotes, and I'm taking a screenshot, selecting copy, going back to Notion, click open next to the warm-ups title, and then paste it on that page. You could also do this from a PDF opened in GoodNotes, or you could forego a picture altogether and just write a description of the warm-up. As you're collecting your warm-ups, don't feel like it has to be done all at once. Initially, collecting and adding them will take time, but when you're done, you'll have a collection of beautifully curated warm-ups you'll actually use. You'll see at the end that my database isn't perfect. Some of them just have names and tags or just have pictures. Currently, it's enough for me, and it's functional and has been a wonderful tool. Now let's make our daily warm-up sequence. Let's duplicate the whole database we just created. We will copy link to view. This menu is next to the blue New button under the 3 dots. Paste. And choose Linked Database View. On the top table, let's go to Filter and select Checked Boxes. Now let's go to our big database, check some entries, and now we have them isolated in this table at the top, which shows our warm-up routine for the day. You can even reorder them in the sequence you'll use them in rehearsal. We can also transform the main database into other formats that might help us look through our collection. We'd recommend Board View, which takes each multi-selected item, makes it the title of a list, and shows every warm-up with that tag. You might also like Gallery View, where you can get a glimpse of the visual you added to each warm-up. And look at that! You've made a warm-up database that is easily accessible from your computer, your tablet, or your phone. You can leave questions in the comments, and I will do my best to answer. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes with the Organized Conductor. What should I organize next?